A man is about to lose everything. His boss has the books open on the table, and the numbers do not lie. By sundown, he will be unemployed, disgraced, with no severance and no second chance. He is too old to dig ditches and too proud to beg in the streets. Most men in that chair would freeze, they would plead, they would steal what they could and run. He does none of those things. Instead, in the few hours he has left, he does something so clever that the very man firing him stops and applauds. And then Jesus of Nazareth, telling this story to a crowd, does the unthinkable. He holds this scoundrel up as a teacher, not the priest, not the saint. The shrewd manager who saw a deadline coming and bent every resource he had left towards surviving it. Today we open the vault on the most uncomfortable parable Jesus ever told, and the 4 moves a cornered man used to turn a firing into a future. The 4th move is the one that decides whether your cleverness builds you up or buries you. Watch closely. This is the playbook of the shrewd manager. Luke chapter 16. Jesus gathers his disciples and tells them about a rich man and the steward who ran his estate. A steward in that world was a power broker. He held the keys, the seal, the ledgers. He could sign contracts in his master's name, extend credit, collect debts, hire and fire field hands. The owner barely touched the day-to-day. He simply expected the numbers to grow. Then the accusation arrives. The steward, the master is told, has been wasting his possessions, squandering them. We are never told exactly how. Maybe sloppy bookkeeping, maybe quiet theft. It does not matter to the story. What matters is the summons. The master calls him in and says, "Give an account of your management, because you cannot be manager any longer." Read that carefully. He is not yet fired. He is fired with notice. There is a gap between the verdict and the door, a window. And inside that window, the steward still holds the seal. He can still sign. The authority that is about to vanish is, for one more afternoon, completely real. Most people waste that window grieving. The steward asks one cold, practical question to himself. What shall I do? I am not strong enough to dig, and I am ashamed to beg. Then he answers his own question with a plan. And every move he makes from that moment is a masterclass in acting before the deadline closes. This is move number 1. Take a brutal inventory of what you actually have left. The steward does not lie to himself. He says it plainly. I cannot dig, I will not beg. He audits his own strength, his own pride, his own runway, and he refuses to fantasize. That honesty is the whole foundation. Most people in a crisis do the opposite. They overestimate their savings, their connections, their time. They assume the rescue is coming. The steward assumes nothing. He counts. The principle is simple and ruthless. Before you can deploy resources, you must know exactly what you are holding, and you must know it cold, without flattery. In modern terms, this is your real balance sheet, not the one you wish were true. Your cash runway in months, not vibes. Your skills that the market will actually pay for. Your relationships that would take your call tomorrow. The steward realizes his one remaining asset is not money, it is access. For a few more hours, he holds the seal, the authority to alter contracts. That is the lever, and he finds it only because he looked honestly. So here is the question for you. If your income vanished this week, do you know to the dollar and to the day exactly what you are holding and how long it lasts? Or are you guessing? The shrewd take inventory before the crisis forces them to. This is move number 2. Use the leverage you have while you still have it. The steward summons his master's debtors one by one. To the first he says, "How much do you owe?" 100 measures of oil. Take your bill, sit down quickly, and write 50. To another, 100 measures of wheat. Write 80. He is slashing what these men owe in his master's name with the seal that is about to be taken from him. He acts fast, in private, before the news of his firing spreads and his signature turns worthless. This is the heart of leverage. Authority and resources are not permanent. They have an expiration date, and the time to use them is now, not when they are gone. a position you hold today, a credit line open today, a relationship warm today, a window of trust today, all of it is perishable. The fool waits for perfect conditions. The shrewd convert the perishable into the durable before it expires. In business, this is the open option you must exercise before it lapses. The introduction you must ask for while you still have the title. The capital you raise while the door is open, because doors close. So ask yourself this: what leverage do you hold right now that has a hidden expiration date? What access, what trust, what timing are you sitting on, assuming it will still be there next quarter when it will not? This is move number 3, and it is the hardest, because it asks you to stop thinking about money entirely. The steward is not stealing for himself. Look again. He never pockets a coin. Every measure he forgives goes to someone else. He is converting his master's wealth into something he can carry past the firing. Goodwill. He says it out loud: I know what I will do, so that when I am put out of management, people will welcome me into their houses. He is buying relationships with resources that were about to stop being his anyway. This is the move almost no one makes, because it requires letting go of the asset to gain the network. And here is the turn. Jesus praises him. The master commended the dishonest manager because he had acted shrewdly. For the children of this world are more shrewd in dealing with their own generation than the children of light. Then the famous line: make friends for yourselves by means of unrighteous wealth, so that when it fails, they may receive you into eternal dwellings. Money fails. It always fails. The shrewd spend it before it dies on people, on trust, on relationships that outlast any balance. Relationship capital compounds when cash cannot. So here is your hardest question. If your money disappeared tomorrow, how many people would open their door to you? Have you been building accounts that survive a crash, or only ones that vanish with it? This is move number 4, the move that protects everything the first 3 built. Be faithful with what is not yet yours. Right after praising the shrewdness, Jesus drives a stake into the ground. One who is faithful in a very little is also faithful in much, and one who is dishonest in a very little is also dishonest in much. If you have not been faithful with the unrighteous wealth, who will entrust you with the true riches? And if you have not been faithful with what is another's, who will give you what is your own? Here is the warning hidden in the praise. Jesus admired the shrewdness, never the dishonesty. The steward was clever, but he was managing what belonged to someone else, and his earlier squandering was the reason for the whole crisis. Shrewdness without faithfulness is just a faster road to ruin. This is the purpose move. Everything you manage, your money, your time, your platform, your team, is on loan. You are a steward, not an owner. And the line that ends it all: no servant can serve 2 masters. You cannot serve God and money. Cleverness is a tool. The question is what it serves, so the final question is the deepest one. When you are shrewd, who profits? Are you a faithful steward of what was entrusted to you, or are you squandering it and calling it strategy? So let us recap the playbook of the shrewd manager. Move 1. Take a brutal, honest inventory of what you actually hold before the crisis forces it. Move 2. Use your leverage while it still has value, because access and authority expire. Move 3. The hardest. Convert perishable wealth into durable relationships, because money fails and people remain. Move 4. The one that protects it all. Be faithful with what is not yours, because shrewdness without integrity is only a faster fall. A cornered man saw a deadline, refused to freeze, and built a future with the few hours he had left, and the Son of God told that story to teach us to be that awake. This is the Ancient Founders, where we decode the oldest playbooks for the people building today. Next, we open the vault on the widow with the oil, the woman who turned one last jar into a fortune that paid her debts. Tell me in the comments, what perishable leverage are you sitting on right now, and what is your deadline to use it? Subscribe and come back when we open the next vault.